The new MLB The Show 19 gameplay trailer is finally out, and it was jam-packed with lots of little details that I don't want you guys to miss. Now, there's a lot to cover, and I want to zip through all of these features as fast as I possibly can, but before we do, make sure you subscribe because I'll be covering all the news, all the information and updates about MLB The Show 19 as we ramp into launch on March 26th. All right, let's get into it. Here's 21 new features coming to MLB The Show 19. The first feature, Road to the Show off the field player improvements. New different clothes that the players can wear. I mean, this shot of the bus reminds me of the bus shot last year, which was really bland, but this year it's much better. And there's some new clothes that these guys are wearing, which is great. Number 2, your very own apartment. Looks like in Road to the Show, you're gonna have your very own apartment. After you go through the process of picking your player, you're gonna have your own little living space that looks like you're gonna be able to launch your game out of. This is cool. This reminds me of NCAA football back when you had your dorm room, or even 2K right now in my career where you have your own space. I really hope they expand on this. Number 3, personality growth and relationships. Now, in addition to your archetype, the new thing last year was archetypes. This year, you now have personality. You can make decisions that alter your personality, and the skill and perk tree is something that you build over time, just like an RPG. You choose to unlock the perks that are associated with either being a captain or a maverick or a lightning rod or the heart and soul. Number 4, retooled archetypes and UI. So when you're in that apartment and you're choosing your archetype, you see the selection on the TV. There's some changes. You don't see a lot of little details here with the flamethrower, but it looks like it's been changed slightly. We'll have to see more exactly what that is, but archetypes has been retooled and the UI has been improved. Number 5, a revamped perk system with unlockable and equipable perks. So before, if you remember, you kind of had to buy them and equip them and use them, and it looks like now they're more what you could expect from an RPG, where they're components that either give you buffs or decreases on certain things that affect gameplay. All right, number 6, playable training. Ah, yes, this reminds me of superstar mode in Madden. Look at that bench press. All right, looks like all these little training drills, you're going to be able to play those, and I hope they're not boring. I hope they're not monotonous. I hope they're fun. All right, number 7, dynamic challenges and missions. These are events that trigger throughout the game in which you select a challenge and you get a small boost based off of if you meet that goal. In this example, there's a swing on time for a hit to get a 75% on base gains. Number 8, contract extensions in franchise mode. Hallelujah! You can finally extend your player's contract in season and franchise mode. Now, this is the only thing that they talked about around franchise mode, and I really hope that's not it. I have a long franchise wish list with many things on it, and if none of those things are addressed, I'm gonna be very sad, but contract extensions is great. All right, number 9, new legends and flashbacks. So what we've seen so far in this trailer, Christy Matheson, Willie Mays is at the end of the trailer, big surprise. Looks like Ty Cobb, Rob Dibble, Jason Kendall are some of the new legends that we've got here. And then number 10, the flashback players have a little bit different of a design this year. This is a big one. In previous years in MLB The Show and Diamond Dynasty, when you added a flashback player to your lineup, you kind of look very similar to the current version. But we all know that players gain weight, they lose weight, they change hairstyle, they change batting style, they change facial hair, they do a lot of things from year to year. And so in this example, you saw 2 different versions of Tony Gwynn. You had a young one and an old one. And then the same with Andrew McCutchen. You saw a younger version of Andrew McCutchen with the dreads, and then an older, more recent one with the Phillies. All right, number 11, jersey patches. So in this Jose Ramirez clip, when he hits that home run, if you look on the left shoulder, you see an all-star patch on his jersey. Now, I hope this isn't the only patch they have. I hope they have World Series patches as well. Number 12, more player emotion, like Rizzo throwing his bat and Chris Sale turning up on the mound. Players emoting more and showing their personality makes this game feel more real. All right, number 13, overhauled defensive intelligence and animations. And I have to say, this was one of the biggest pain points last year. So, new fielding animations that are going to create coverage for players to react more real that they would actually would. So, in this video, we saw Corey Spangenberg taking the bag himself on that double play. You saw Trumbo shifting his feet to get a jump on the ball. And then Dansby tagging someone at second and then throwing home. That has been a terrible problem in the show in the past, where if you had runners on first and third and you threw to second, or the second baseman and shortstop, whoever's taking the base, the shortstop taking the base, couldn't react fast enough to throw the guy out at home, when in real life, that's an easy out. I'm glad they're adjusting this. Number 14, on field and in the dugout cutscenes. Great. More cinematic cutscenes, more up close and personal 1-shot, 2-shot, 3 shots of things that are happening, like celebrations or interactions in the dugout. I mean, this is great. This is going to focus on the players' personalities and how these teams interact. It's good to see those type of shots make into the game. Number 15, a new game mode called Moments. And we see a screen here in the video. It says relive Babe Ruth's career and many other historical players' careers in this new mode that gives you XP and stubs from going across this journey. So for Babe Ruth, you're gonna hit, you're gonna pitch. We don't know the full capacity of what this means, but it looks really fun. Number 16, another new mode, March to October. Basically what you do, you select a tier, you select a team and a difficulty, and you play. Now, we don't know exactly what that means yet. We're gonna have to wait a little bit longer till they reveal it, but this new mode, it could be a nice little season mode, like a franchise light mode, where you don't have to do any of the season team management. It's just like you pick a team, you play a season, you get a grade, and maybe if you want to go to the next season, they just do everything for you. All you do is play from March to October. This could be their answer to an easier franchise mode for a more casual audience. Number 17, choice packs in Diamond Dynasty. Like in Madden, you have draft packs. You can choose from a series of players in one pack. So it opens up, let's say you get a gold pack, you have 5 gold players, and you get to choose one of those gold players. This is big, so this gives you a little bit more flexibility in building your team. All right, number 18, multiple lineups. This has been a really small ask that's been asked for such a long time. Finally, you could have multiple lineups like loadouts in shooter games. It's not like you have to remake it over and over and over again. That's a huge problem in the past. Number 19, new conquest challenges. So on this, there's new conquest boards. In the video, we saw a 19 conquest board, 19 challenge. And essentially, you'll take that on. It looks like there'll be challenges, and with that might change over time that allow you to get better rewards. So not just the United States, over and over and over again. All right, number 20, hitting advancements to increase the significance of user skills. Man, this has been a huge gripe. Hitting and pitching improvements, PCI accuracy, bunting, and player attributes balancing. This is what we need. We need to fix this PCI. We need to make sure that hitting advancements, hitting improvements is big. So there's supposedly a lot of learnings from the closed alpha that they're going to cover, but they've proclaimed to solve a lot of those problems by changing and improving the hidden system to favor user skills. All right, and last but not least, number 21, bat skins. So as part of the GameStop video that came the day before the trailer from GameStop with Ramon in it, one of the perks from buying with GameStop is you get bat skins. Now, we don't know what those bat skins are, but man, as soon as I start to show these, it could be really fun. I've seen some really amazing ones on Instagram, and if they're anything like that, I'm gonna be psyched. All right, guys, 21 new features coming to MLB The Show 19. Let me know down in the comments which one you find to be the most exciting. And until the next one, we'll see ya. Peace.